I think it's inside something that is so uncomfortable that it just bothers you so much that you have to get rid of it. You have to get past it, whether it be physical pain or whether it be mental pain. I think it's just something that's so uncomfortable for you that you have to find a way to get by it. One of man's greatest weaknesses is that we just so quickly give into pain, it becomes uncomfortable, and everybody right away wants to stop, and sometimes the greatest rewards come from driving through that pain. Years ago, I had a bad car accident. I was a teenage kid in high school, and I had a very bad car accident, and my left side was pretty much decimated. From my knee to my hip, my leg was broken 9 places. My hip was shattered. My shoulder was dislocated and shattered. The left side of my face was crushed. I died 3 times. I had 7 total blood transfusions. It was a long road back. When I came out of the hospital, I was 6 foot tall. I weighed 107 pounds. And it's really something, because when I think back, it's really how I got my start. I couldn't do anything for a long time. It was a couple of years before I was even able to walk again. I went from the bed to the wheelchair, to the crutches, to the cane, to trying to walk again. And it was a long process. And I became so self-conscious. I was 6 foot tall, 107 pounds, and I became so self-conscious of myself. And that skinny, frail-looking kid scared me to death so bad. I was always an active kid. I was a football player. I grew up in South Florida. I was a beach kid. It was all about that lifestyle. And I realized that kid scared me to death so bad that I swore that I was going to just keep working out and keep lifting, stay in shape, and you know, become as strong as I could be, until I just couldn't do it anymore. Because even today, that skinny kid gives me the motivation that I need, because it was such a debilitating experience. And it's funny how sometimes something physical like that, a physical happening, can change you so much mentally. And it really changed my entire thought process, and I became really almost obsessed with getting stronger. I'm happily married for 30 years. My wife, Gabby, has been with me for a long time. We were together as high school sweethearts, and here we are now, and I'm a gray-haired old man, and she's still standing beside me. I think it's a pretty special relationship. A lot of people say they find their soulmates and all that, but I think that I am one that was lucky enough to actually find my soulmate. My wife is also a tremendous athlete. She's a decorated strength athlete in her own right. She's, pretty much all around my partner and my right-hand man. We have one child, one son. His name is Nick. Nick is a tremendous kid. He's 24 years old. He is a super athlete. He was a tremendous football player. He's a tremendous strength athlete. He helps us run the gym here. Nick's got a tremendous amount of knowledge for a 24-year-old man. He knows more at 24 and is a better coach at 24 than a lot of the coaches that I work with that are grown men doing this for 20 years. I'm very proud of Nick, and I'm very proud of the fact that I'm married 30 years to the same wife, and hopefully I'll be married another 30. So I was working with some other athletes at another facility. They didn't like us there. They asked us to leave, and then they asked us to leave the next place because we were using too many 45-pound plates and too many 100-pound plates and too much chalk. We were going over there manipulating the radio. Then the next place we were bending all the bars. And there was a group of us, a nucleus of us that were lifting, and we were lifting good. And there was some nationally ranked lifters, and it came to the point where I said, you know what? I want to be an athletic trainer, I want to do this, I want to do this full time. I was a home builder at the time, and this was about 15 years ago now, and I knew that I wanted to do, coaches for a living full time. And we put everything we had into getting the building, and we tried to put together a training center that was something that we could be proud of. I didn't want a chrome and mirror place. I didn't want a place where people want to come in and you got the gray sweatshirt with the gray pants with the white Reeboks, white on white Reeboks with a little towel around your neck. You want to come in and push the numbers on a treadmill and walk the treadmill while you're looking at the little hottie next to you on her treadmill. I didn't want no part of it, man. And that's not how athletes are trained. That's not where real athletes go. And I wanted a training center. I wanted a place where athletes could come to get fast, where you have the right equipment, where you have the right atmosphere, where you have the right athletes with you. Ultimate Advantage really is a special place. It's an athletes-only training center. And little by little, we did it. Piece by piece, we put this place together, and we got exactly what we want. We can make you faster, we can make you stronger, we can make you have quicker reactions. The biggest thing you get here is you get confidence. You learn that you can do anything you want, because confidence is where it's all at. If an athlete doesn't have confidence, he has nothing. So we put this whole place together, and when I put it together, there's no memberships in my gym. You come in for blocks of training in groups with other athletes. You come in, you leave. When I'm not here, we close the door. The athletes that actually lift here are very few that belong here. There's a nucleus. They're very few and far between here. I think my greatest attribute as a coach is the relationship that I have with the athlete, truly caring about the athletes, believing in what we do, trying to constantly get better. I try not to have a double coaching standard. I try not to tell the athletes that they got to get better every day. You got to give me your best. I want your best every day, every day. And then I go sit in my office, put my feet up on the desk, and don't increase my education. That to me is a double coaching standard. So I'm trying to improve myself physically, mentally, trying to gain every edge I can from my athletes, and then bringing that to them and truly caring about if they make it or not. And it's a real simple concept. If I can make you stronger, I can make you faster, I can make you more agile, I can give you better confidence, I can make you jump higher. Regardless of the sport you play, your chances of becoming better increase because you're all those things. Hey, how you doing? I'm Coach Rick Scarpulla. I am 52 years old, 210 pounds, burning steel and sex appeal. This is my gym, Ultimate Advantage Training Center. There's only 2 rules here. First rule is, sooner or later it's gonna hurt. Second rule is, nobody gives a shit. You think you can train here? Come get some.